An excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast.
I'm John.
Fuck capitalism!
I'm Lindsay, trying to write horror novels because I was a weird kid.
The whole world is your urinal.
Fuck the prime time, bitch!
Hello, welcome to Just Another Horror Podcast. I am John.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm M.
And for listener request week this week, I got another family member to pick one. My 8-year-old. He picked that one with the monsters and the guns. And I was like, what is that? What is that? But eventually, he said Killer Klowns from Outer Space, which I know we reviewed this already, not you guys. But we have reviewed this already.
Yeah, we're reviewing Killer Klowns from Outer Space, you asshole.
So he was supposed to be on this episode with us, but 8-year-olds are finicky, and this morning he was like, I don't want to do it, so...
The movie makes no sense, and I give it a 7 out of 10.
There, you heard it from him first. And now, Lindsay, read this amazing storyline.
When a small town is invaded by aliens from outer space who are capturing and killing the townspeople, no one takes them seriously. Why? The aliens all look like circus clowns, use weapons that look clown-like, and all have painted-on smiles. Only a few of the young people in the town realize the danger, and of course no one believes them. Armed with an ice cream truck, they try and rescue their friends.
That's it. That's the movie, basically. But what I found funny about this was the tagline is, "It's crazy." That's it.
Yeah, it is.
And then the tags for this: ice cream truck, circus tent, puppet show, breasts growing?
Mm-hmm. The balloons.
Oh,
The
yeah.
balloon
yeah,
boobs.
Yeah. But that's apparently important enough to put as the tag for the movie.
Well, I mean, it's not a coincidence that, like, a lot of the movies that you have the most views for are things like chainsaw hookers and whatnot, you know.
Maybe they think that'll make more people watch it, seeing
That could
something
be.
like that.
Maybe that's what I need to pump up the algorithm a little
Yeah.
bit. Just stick in the word boobs in the tag.
Hashtag boobs.
Yeah, that's it. Neither of you have seen this before, right?
Right, I had never
Correct.
even heard of it, I don't think.
Nope.
They've been talking about making sequels for this for years and years and years.
They did make a sequel, didn't they? Isn't there a
Is there?
sequel already?
Maybe they did. I don't know. I
was-
know they've been talking about
There
it.
was supposed to be a series, too.
Mhm.
Or something.
The effects in this are done by, I want to say the Chiodo brothers, but it's the Kyoto brothers.
Oh, I thought it was Chiodo.
I did too. And I think there's a band called, is it Chiodo or Kyotos? It's like
It looks like Chiodos,
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what I
but I'm not
thought.
sure if that's how you
they,
pronounce it or not.
they named the band after these guys.
Let's just stop, drop everything.
They did Ernest Scared Stupid, which...
They
And,
reused some of the masks from Killer Klowns for Ernest Scared Stupid.
mhm. And then Critters. I don't remember if they did 1 or 1 and 2, but
They actually they've done a lot, actually, as far as
they're
like
great
special
with their
effects
special
and stuff like
effects.
that.
Yeah.
And here I see there is The Return of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space in 3D.
What?
Also known as Killer Klowns 2.
And this came out
Well...
in development. Right
Oh,
there.
okay,
Yep,
there we go.
Yep. There's a bunch of 30-year-olds hanging out at Makeout Point.
Right. Weren't they supposed to be like college age? Because I know the guy said something about, oh yeah, I talked to them in school, like the ice cream truck guys. He was like saying
I
like
thought they were a little bit older, maybe.
they seemed older, but I thought that he said that we talk in school, something like that.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe he was talking about in college.
I did get the idea. I thought that they were in high school because I remember whenever she said that she used to date the cop, and I was like, the cop was dating a high
Right,
schooler.
that's what I thought too.
That's what I thought.
But it's funny because it seemed like they were in high school, but yet they look like they're 35.
Yeah. All of them
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yeah.
And the beginning of it has a very like Fast Times at Ridgemont High 80s
Yeah.
kind of feel to it.
And it's got its own theme song.
Yeah.
I love that theme song.
I do too.
I love it. I also felt like it was sort of like a 50s B-movie type feel to it. Like a meteor crashing, and then they go investigate it, kind of like the Blob a little bit.
Definitely.
Oh, and the farmer thinks that the meteor is Halley's Comet, which I remember Halley's Comet. I remember what a huge deal it was. Shut up. I remember it was like a huge thing, and everybody was waiting for it. And that's what the, who was the cult that they thought they were going to be taken away on Halley's Comet?
Oh, yeah.
Hale-Bopp. They thought they were going to be taken away on Hale-Bopp.
Oh, Hale-Bopp is a different comet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that. They all killed each other, didn't they?
I watched a whole documentary about them. What was their name? Heaven's Gate.
That's it.
Heaven's Gate.
I know everyone's like, what a tragedy, but what if those fuckers did get on a spaceship and got to go behind Hale-Bopp?
Yeah,
Maybe they had it all figured out.
We messed up, man!
Could be riding on a comet right now.
But that poor old farmer, he's all excited, like going to search for this comet.
And his dog.
Yeah.
That's the first kill in the movie, right? Is the dog.
Yeah, so they're like, right away, they're like, these guys suck. That's how filmmakers tell you that these people are bad. They kill animals.
Right.
He punches the metal tent, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, first he is searching for the comet and comes across this big circus tent.
Which he's like, that's a weird place for a circus, but I'm going to try and get inside anyway.
And the dog's name was Winnie the Pooh. So he
Oh,
kept
that's
yelling,
right.
come on, Pooh!
Yeah.
Pooh, where are you at?
So after he dies, then Mike and Debbie decide to go check out the crashed comet.
First of all, can we please mention that Mike Tobacco
Right, and
is his
wasn't
name?
it the town of Marlborough too? I heard them say that a couple times.
I think you're right. His name's Mike Tobacco, and he is showing Debbie a good time in an inflated
What is that?
lifeboat
Yeah.
in the back of his
That
car.
was so weird that he must just keep that in
And
there
yet-
to be comfortable when they park like that.
Okay, sure, but then pulls out a bottle of champagne.
I know, and glasses and everything. Like, okay, getting fancy there.
Get a
Make
fucking
out point.
hotel room. Skip the champagne and get a hotel room.
Right.
Sorry.
Dude, the 80s are fucking weird.
And it just seems so weird having multiple couples there all to like make out together.
Within
like,
10
you know,
feet of each other.
It just feels so awkward, I would think.
Yeah, the old timey like lovers lane.
Yeah.
And then the ice cream dudes show up and just start blaring their bullshit.
They were
Something brothers.
the Terenzi brothers.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really interesting that their idea was to get an ice cream truck to pick up girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's more like picking up
Wow,
children.
yeah.
By a toy store to meet women.
Right?
Well, they have two women in the ice cream truck with them.
Right.
But they want nothing to do with them.
Yeah, they just wanted some ice cream.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Okay, so now Mike and Debbie go investigate the crashed comet, which I don't think I would do. Honestly. Even if one did crash, I don't
If
know
it
that I
was
would.
nearby, I would definitely be curious and want to go check it out.
I would hide under my covers.
Yes. in movies, though, they always they see them in the distance, and they're like, right over there. And they landed right there. Let's just walk over. Dude, that's miles away, and it's in the middle of the woods. No, but they're just like, oh, there it is, and they
let's
find
check
it.
it out.
So, Mooney is his name, right?
Yeah.
He's the dean from Animal House.
Oh, so he always plays a dick.
He's the exact same character.
Every Halloween, the trees are filled with underwear. Every spring, the toilets explode.
And he's mad at somebody, like a couple of kids, for carrying alcohol across the park.
A bottle of wine. They had a bottle of wine, and they're ruining the town, he said.
Yeah. He just hates young people, I think.
Right away, I hope the clowns kill him.
Right, yeah.
But you know it's going to be something ridiculous because...
And I mean, especially when he says close to the beginning there, nobody's going to make a dummy out of me.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Oh, right! Oh, okay.
I missed that, but that's
I totally
awesome.
missed that. I totally missed that.
Alright, so Mike and Debbie go inside the tent and are walking around, and, I feel like as soon as they go in there, they should be like, this, I'm out of here. But instead, Mike's like, this is amazing! And Debbie, 13 times, is like, can we go?
And he's making so much noise,
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Just not even trying to not get caught.
Hey, we're in your secret tent! Eventually, they figure out that it's not a circus. I don't know how they didn't figure that out
Yeah, really.
1 second into being in there, but... science-y tubes, and then there's like popcorn popping, and it's just very strange.
And pink ball sacks.
That's right. Yeah. And there's people inside them.
Yeah.
That was one of the gross things. So I'm going to point out any of the things that I thought was gross. And that was one of them was the bloody face whenever they pulled down the...
That was gross. The cotton candy cocoons.
I didn't think there was a lot about this movie that was like horrific. I thought that was.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, the idea of like them sucking the blood out of them and stuff too.
With a crazy straw.
Yeah. So they get chased by the clowns, but they get away.
With popcorn taped to their clothes.
Yeah, which comes
It was
back
so
later.
obvious. Like, they were taped
Yeah. Yep.
equidistant apart all over the backs of their shirts.
So they decide to go tell the cops, which goes just about as well as you think it would.
And I told Adam watched this part, and he was making fun of how the clowns were walking when they came out of the spaceship because they were
They're
like
slow.
They were like. They were just making fun of them. I know that they can't see that, but
That's alright. So they decide to tell the cops, and it doesn't go well. Well, it goes okay, because they tell... Let me see if I can find his
somewhere
name.
in there they said the name of the movie.
Yeah.
They're like some sort of killer clowns from outer space. Yeah.
They said the name of the movie.
That's 1 point right there.
Oh, I got an add a point.
You don't, but that's on my scale. That's how you get points.
Oh.
Kill children, say the name of the movie. 2 points. They go to Dave, who is Debbie's ex-boyfriend.
Right, we don't know that till they're in the car, though.
Right. And they explain that, I feel like there's got to be a way to explain this kind of stuff to cops without sounding like a crazy person. I think number one, you don't go, and they're blah, 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 like real fast. Slow down.
Right.
Be like, listen, we were out here, there was clowns. But no, they're screaming, and he kind of, sort of believes them a little bit. But then Mooney's like, nah, you fucking assholes. So,
I mean, it's such an insane situation that it's hard to tell cops about it and have it sound believable.
I feel like I would lead with, so they did see the bloody guy in the cocoon, so I feel like I would lead with, we found a dead body.
Right, yeah.
And then slowly reveal, where and how.
Yeah.
maybe just be like, we'll take you to it. Let's not give you any details because you won't believe them.
True.
And then when it's not there, you go, oh shit. Well, then you go, well, that makes sense because it was a spaceship with clowns in it.
But that's okay. Policeman Dave went anyway, right?
Yeah, he did. He took, he just went with Mike.
Oh,
Debbie
he
went home.
told Debbie to go home because, obviously.
Can't bring a woman with you.
There were all the usual 80s
Sexist.
misogynistic,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
undertones. Not even undertones. Overtones. I don't know. They were all in there, as usual.
I mean, how many women main characters were in this movie? One. How many men?
And
7?
She was the smartest one right away. She was like,
right,
"Hey,
she
this
didn't
is
want to go
bad."
checking it out. Like, as soon as she saw the spaceship circus tent, she was like, no.
I mean, I didn't think that killer clowns would make me say this, but fuck the patriarchy.
Also, the clowns look like 200-year-old men with they're all wrinkly and different parts of their face move at different times, and they're all creepy, weird looking.
Rotting teeth.
Yeah, and pointy too. Some of them, and and the way their eyes. I don't know.
Oh, they were supposed to be creepy.
Yucky.
Right.
Just yucky. But I can't believe anybody in the town would be like, "Oh my gosh, it's a clown!" Like
Everyone
they're
is.
just all
Everybody's like,
entertained.
"Oh, so cool!" Like, why aren't you worried?
Yeah.
Right. And then the one clown doing the shadow creatures and things that would be totally impossible for anybody to do with their hands, and everybody's just all like, wow.
One dude booed him. Like, what the fuck?
That was funny.
One of
And
the
that was kind of fun though, then turned into a big monster dinosaur thing.
just
and
swallowed them.
swallowed them all. It was kind of creative, some of this stuff.
The first kill was what, a puppet, right? This guy's just, I don't know who this dude is, but he's just walking and he comes up to a gazebo and there's a puppet thing.
It's like a little
that's
puppet
right,
shows
okay.
going on.
So they
And
were
then
just
the big clown comes up from there.
All right, so they were just trying to lure people to watch them and then
Kill them and eat them. Yep.
Speaking of, I have to say this, my son was very upset because he saw the part where there was the clown outside of like a restaurant or something.
Trying to lure
He was
the
trying to
little
get the
girl.
little girl to go out. And he was like, my son was like, no, they can't kill a little girl. They can't kill a little girl. And I was like, man, they can if they want to.
Yeah. She got lucky though. Her mom saved her.
I'm kind of glad they did. This is weird because you know me, I'm in favor of them killing children, but
why do you keep saying that?
But in this movie, I didn't think it would thematically fit. I don't think because I think it's more of a like kind of a kids movie a little bit, maybe like early teens kind of horror movie.
It's PG-13.
Yeah. Well, in the 80s, that didn't mean much.
I know. There's nudity in PG-13 movies.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, some of it felt kind of like watching an episode of like Are You Afraid of the Dark or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Did you watch that at all?
No.
I didn't, probably.
Once Dave figures out that there's no spaceship, he tries to arrest Mike, but then they stop at Makeout Point and find a bunch of abandoned cars with cotton candy and blood, and you're like, okay, maybe this thing's real. And when they finally see it, it's the clown that's in the alley doing the shadow puppets. Which is really funny because they drive towards it and it jumps like 100 feet in the air away from them. Which is awesome.
And disappears, right?
It just disappears. Yeah.
The other one jumped up and then came back with boxing gloves.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny too. To get the guy that destroyed his bike. Poor clown.
Oh, right. Well, the
my God, I forgot about
biker
that.
was an asshole.
Yeah, that guy was really mean, and everybody's like cheering him on while he's destroying this clown's bike. So,
Yeah.
And then he just
Adam and I were
takes
rooting.
his head right off.
We were rooting for the little clown. He was like, I hope he kills him.
Yeah, that was a kill that was... I was okay with that one.
Yeah.
So Mooney is working the radio, and people start calling in.
First he's drinking.
Oh, yeah. Which...
Doesn't that mean he's ruining the town?
He's a hypocrite.
Right?
I don't like him.
He's terrified everybody's trying to get him to quit, which probably, I mean, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Nobody likes you, dude.
Yeah. But everyone starts calling in, complaining about the clowns, and he thinks the entire town is all trying to play a prank on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads to my favorite part, which is when the clown comes in, and he's like, "Here, fuck you," and he tries to arrest him.
Yeah.
The dude's hands come off, and he's still like, put these cuffs on. I'm like, what? What are you doing? He kills Mooney, and he does he kill the kids in the cell?
No.
Just leaves them alone? Okay.
That was pretty gross. The whole,
Puppet thing?
the whole puppet thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty gross. I know it was more implied than what you actually saw, but
Right, but you know what's going on.
thinking
They made
about
a-
it was pretty gross.
They made an entire movie about that.
What
About that
movie?
scene?
Dead Silence.
I haven't seen that movie.
It's the whole thing is there's some woman making people into puppets, and it is gross.
I should watch it.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like my kind of movie.
Why am I here? Right.
And the popcorn moving and then becoming
This
little
is
baby
a-
clown.
That was gross.
Kind of an elongated scene too. It takes a really long time.
It does, yeah.
Because they keep cutting back and forth. She's in the shower for like 25 minutes.
I like a long
I take
shower.
long showers.
Well, all right. They want to take her alive, I think. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why they
I don't want to know why.
spared her.
I don't want to know why. It's fine. Whatever.
I guess we just don't need to know.
Nope. They put her in a balloon.
All of the popcorn is in the one dumpster outside of Big Top Burger. Get it?
Doesn't somebody get attacked in the... They hear a noise inside the garbage can and they decide to go inside the garbage can?
I think they just get pulled in.
Yeah, I don't think we see
Did they?
it.
I can't remember.
All I remember is being like, you know, having worked fast food jobs, if you hear something in a dumpster, go back inside.
Yeah, no need to explore.
Homeless guy, raccoon, killer popcorn, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Now, they are following the clowns, right? To the...
Well, they went to
I should've
Debbie's.
taken notes.
They went to Debbie's house, and there were clown footprints.
Paper footprints. That was funny.
Well, okay, so the baby clowns were attacking Debbie, and then she went out. Her name's Debbie Stone, by the way. I don't know why I had to bring that up. And then the big clowns came when she was running away from the...
Mm-hmm.
The baby clowns, it was really weird how they were attached to, her medicine cabinet and the toilet. It's like they had...
Yeah, like an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
I felt like they would have done more with that, but I almost felt like they just had the props and they were like, put them somewhere, I guess. I don't know. Oh, Dave figures out how to kill them by shooting one in the nose.
Right,
oh, right. You did that in the police station, right?
Yeah.
And then they become this big green thing that explodes into glitter.
Totally makes sense.
Well, of course. I mean, isn't that what you would think
They
would happen to a
spin
killer
first,
clown?
don't they? Spin,
Yeah, they
and then
spin
they
around.
explode. They were driving through the street in the ice cream truck trying to warn people about the clowns.
Right.
Because something happens to the cop car.
Yeah, it wrecks into the ice cream truck.
That's right. So then they all get in the truck.
And how they get her out of the balloon, I think, is a very bad idea.
Don't they just pop it?
They shoot at it.
Oh my god.
And not even like at the very top or anything.
No.
Like just shoots right in the middle.
Luckily, nobody got killed there.
Their nose is their Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't. Whatever.
I mean, if anybody got
What
shot
do
in the
you
nose, it
think
would kill them, I guess.
You'd think they'd be a little smarter if they would know that their noses do that. They would have some sort of a shield they'd
Put a
wear
mask
over their
on.
nose, and if that's the only thing that kills
Right.
them, they would do something like that.
Maybe
but-
nobody's ever tried to kill them before.
Yeah, maybe.
That could be.
Oh, it was funny whenever they were in the ice cream truck and then the cop car hit them from behind and then they got into the truck and then the one brother came out with his license and registration and was like, "I'm sorry, officer." And, like he thought he was being pulled over.
Oh, it was funny when the clown came right beside the car, you know, like it was trying to push it off the road. That reminded me of Hocus Pocus when Bette Midler's character is doing that to
riding
Max.
on nothing, kind of.
She's riding on a broomstick, of course,
course.
but this clown, he was I don't know what he was riding exactly.
Right, he
but
ran some random person off the road, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I forget all of these
Speaking
scenes.
of, all of the vehicles, this is just a side note, all of the vehicles in the movie were rented, so they couldn't do any damage to them.
Oh, no.
I read about this. But they did. The one went off the bridge, which I guess they didn't plan for that.
Oops.
And the ones that they put the cotton candy inside, it did so much damage to the car that they had to pay for it.
Oh, wow.
So.
Oh, man.
Also, they wanted Soupy Sales, who is a clown, an old clown or whatever. They wanted to be him to be the security guard near the end, but they didn't want to pay for his plane ticket.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I feel like this kind of movie wouldn't have that big of a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if the four of them go in, they find her, they shoot her out, and then the Trenzi brothers get lost.
No.
They end up having sex with clowns.
Yes, they
Yeah.
fall into a ball pit,
Well, that's what I mean by get lost.
and
Yeah.
then they will fuck anything, apparently, because they run into the only two female killer clowns with inflating boobs.
I missed that.
You missed that?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm glad you missed
It's
that, because...
well, it's been 3 weeks, and this movie is hard to pay attention to.
I missed that too somehow. I don't know how.
They were literally like balloons. Yeah, so they got lucky with the killer clowns, which is what they wanted all along. So I guess they did need an ice cream truck. So weird and gross, but whatever.
Oh my
You
God.
missed that whole thing. There's this whole underlying they're just.
I know they're pervs. They're
Yeah.
trying to get laid any way possible by anyone at all. And I knew that they ran into the female clowns. I just don't remember the boobs.
Also,
They've
at
gone
some
for-
point, one of them. Oh, the security guard gets killed by getting a pie to the face.
Oh, it melts him.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about, why are they here? And the one Terenzi brother was like, maybe they were just cruising through the universe.
Stop
and
for a bite to
here
eat.
for a bite to eat. I like that.
That's funny.
I think that's exactly what
That
happened.
is probably
Yeah.
what was going on, yeah.
And they're like, these people are stupid as hell. Nobody will do anything and we'll be out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the way this movie ends, I kind of feel like... How many of them get shot? 2? 3?
The clowns?
Yeah, and then there's like a boss clown, because every
Yeah.
80s movie is like a video game.
Like 2 and then the big clown, I think.
Well, what about when the spaceship got destroyed at the end there? I wondered what happened to all the clowns. And
How did it
I thought
get
maybe
destroyed?
they all.
The giant clown exploded,
Yeah.
and then that exploded the spaceship.
Oh. Boy, just forget this. It's not working.
Well, first of all, when they're running all through the big top or whatever, all of the sets are like made of cardboard. They're like opening and closing these cardboard doors, and then they come to the one part where there's like a smaller and smaller door.
Yeah.
And was it Dave or the one Terenzi brother? I can't remember. No, it was Mike Tobacco. He was like, another door.
I know, every time he'd open one,
And
another door.
And then he'd open another one.
Another door. It was so funny.
Dude, you're being chased by killer clowns. Just open the doors.
Yeah. It's like so
It's really
surprised every
important everybody
time there's
knows.
another door.
Yeah.
We can see there's another door.
Like, you should probably expect it by now. There's probably going to be another door.
I thought that's the thing. The sets really did look like 50s crap movies, like Ed Wood movies almost.
But yet it also felt very 80s
Yeah,
at the
it
same
did.
time.
Yeah.
Especially all the colorful stuff and like the fake futuristic looking stuff.
Yeah. What they thought the future would look
Right,
like in
yeah.
the 80s.
So they do something with the. I'm sorry, I don't remember very much of this movie. They do something with the bullhorn, which confuses the clowns, right? Don't they think that
So
it's their
there's
leader?
a clown on top of the ice cream truck. I am amazed that I remember any of this. Okay, there's a clown there's a clown figure on top of the ice truck, and he gets on the speaker and is saying, "Stop what you're doing!" Like he's telling them what to do,
And they're listening.
and they're listening because it's a fellow clown or whatever. And then that's when the giant clown. I think they start to realize that it's not a real clown. Then the giant literally comes down on strings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be on strings? Are you
think-
supposed to be able to see the strings?
I didn't think about that.
I think
Maybe
they just let it go. They're like, screw it, let it go.
Because I thought like, oh, that's just how this clown is. It's like he's a puppet kind of.
How he gets
but
delivered.
maybe it was just like really bad special effects.
Maybe. I don't know. It
I
was
hope
actually
so. That would be better,
It would be.
honestly.
the giant clown whose name is, hold on, Jojo Clownzilla. Wait, Clownzilla? What was his name?
Oh my god.
Jojo the Clownzilla, a colossal clown, is actually Charles Kyoto in a rubber suit.
So they hit him with like a badge or something in the nose, don't they? Or
Yeah.
a star?
Yeah, he takes his badge off and
Yeah.
well, Dave risks his life for, Mike Tobacco and Debbie Stone, and then he ends up living through that. I'm not sure how.
Yeah,
So did
I
the
don't know
Trenzi
how,
brothers.
and I feel
Well, the Trenzi brothers were all getting laid, and then they got back, and they're like, what happened?
they said they hid in the ice cream freezer.
Oh, right,
That's
it
why.
exploded, and they thought they
Yeah.
were dead, but yeah.
And it did say in the original finale, Deputy Dave dies in the explosion of the clown ship, but this was changed after audiences in test screenings desired a more upbeat ending. All right.
Yeah, we don't want anybody feeling down in a killer clown movie.
Yeah. So whenever the pie lands on them, what
Are they
is
dead?
that? Is that like a new threat now, or was that just from the ship?
I don't know if there's
Because
A new threat?
like a new,
That
like
should
because
kill
the
them.
security guard got
Yeah.
hit by the pie in the face and melted.
Right, yeah. I know, it's like,
So
was there
now
like
is it-
acid in there or something that like makes you melt away,
don't know.
or what is it?
So are they gonna die now, or is it like well, because it was killer clowns, and now is it like raining killer pies?
Oh,
do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, or was it just they came?
They all just
exploded off the ship.
They all just seemed annoyed by it. They didn't seem like worried, or they were just
Right.
like,
Okay.
oh, damn it.
So it's happily ever after,
Yeah, I
except for
guess
all
so.
the popcorn baby clowns that are still in town.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah. And the meaningless people who died, who cares? They're just nobodies. Screw them.
I know you always talk about that, but I care. I care.
So do I.
At least the baby clowns should be easier to take care of. Like, they're all, like, connected to their umbilical cord still. And just don't cut the cord.
That's how you kill them.
I'd be afraid to cut the cord. I think they'd be, like, let loose then.
I don't really want to know what happens after this. I don't want a sequel. This is fine. It's fine on its own. No more, please.
I guess they've tried to do a lot with it over the years, but...
There's just, they can't get funding or people to participate or anything. So, I know people absolutely love this movie. They really do. So my score, I give it a 5. I don't even know if I should give it that high, but I can't, for a movie that's so cheesy, like even the title is cheesy, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there should be more. It just felt flat for me. It was fun. There were parts, individual parts were fun.
Yeah.
As a coherent story, it lost me, man. And the reason that I haven't watched it in 3 weeks is normally if I wait that long, I'll watch it again. But I was like, I don't want to watch it again. Oh my god, I don't. This is the second time I've had to watch it for the show, and I don't think I'm ever going to watch it again. So I give it a 5.
Not even if the requester requests it again?
Again? Request something else. Anyway. Lindsay?
I actually kind of enjoyed it. Like, I mean, I feel like it was meant to be bad, and it kind of worked. I like a good campy movie every now and then. And, I mean, it was creative, too. It was definitely not scary. It was just funny. But I'm going to give it... Going between 5.5. Yeah, I'm going to say 5.5. I can't rate it too highly, but I still did get enjoyment out of it. It was fun. I like the theme song too.
Oh,
that was fun.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Em?
I gave it a 4. For overall entertainment value, the music, the funny parts, and they said the name of the movie, so that's...
Oh, yeah, the point right there. That's true. Sorry, Garrett. I can't give it a 7. But thanks
We've rated movies much worse than this.
Oh, yeah.
That's really not bad.
If you haven't seen it, like, give it a watch.
I would watch it again.
I would too.
Maybe if I was really high.
It could be extra fun then.
Yeah, that's true. We've been getting a lot of listens on YouTube. So, how about... We're on YouTube, by the way. So, look us up there. Like, comment, and subscribe, because we don't know what's going on. We're scared. We're very scared.
And a little happy.
Yeah, maybe let us know, how did you find out about the podcast?
Yeah, what led you to us? Was it that stupid algorithm that made that one guy mad that we were talking about in the beginning, or what happened? And let us know if you like it or don't like it, because they don't let us see dislikes, but they let us see likes, and there's over 1,700 views and 5 likes. So did 1,600 people dislike the show?
The Orphanage has over 1.9 thousand views now.
I know, what's going on?
Yeah.
Tell us what's going on. Like, subscribe, comment to the show on YouTube. And anywhere else.
And
anywhere. Give us a 5-star review somewhere.
If you just vaguely request that we watch a movie, we'll do it.
Yeah. It's listener request month, but anybody who talks to us will do what you say. Alright, we're on Facebook at HorrorCastings. Gmail is horrorcastings@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at HorrorCasting. And you can find the show on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and like we said, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe.
Thrill me!